We have come almost to the end of this fantastic journey here at Baltic Fintech, whatever it is.
Daydreaming. Speed dating.
Speed Baltics.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. It's lunch very soon. We are, and still are, Fintech Daydreaming. We were asked by Chris to come here and host a podcast stage. I think we've succeeded. We sound quite well.
Succeeded? Wow.
Succeeded.
That's a word.
Was it Scotland?
Succeeded. I don't know.
No, but it's been a lot of fun.
It has been.
It still is, so.
Yes, yeah. And we've got another guest. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. For everybody that's sitting out there and for us, who are you? Who do you work for? And what do you do?
And what do I believe in?
Yes.
So, hi guys, hi everyone. I'm here and behind the microphones and in the headsets, I'm Charlotte and I work for DECTA. DECTA is a payment technology company based out of here, out of Latvia. We also have offices in the UK, in Ireland, in Cyprus. And so I think the great part about us is that we do not only provide the technology, but also we know the compliance, the compliance layer, what it takes to have a financial institutions, because we are licensed in 2 geographies as well, UK and Europe. So we hold EMI license and we're a principal member of Visa MasterCard, which already says a lot about the extensive knowledge and the integration and understanding of payments with what is needed to reach that stage, basically.
So I'm going to try and be kind. Sometimes I fail. We have had quite a few guests here this morning that have basically said the same thing.
Yeah.
So what? Yes, unfortunately. So what differentiates you from all of the other payment providers, regulator, integrator?
And maybe if I may start from the outside in. So again, what does customers' success look like to you? So what would be a successful customer using your services, and what does that customer provide for its customers?
This is a lot of questions. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with your question. So the difference is, which is actually quite genuine, is that most of the fintech companies bundle different technology providers together, and then you can imagine the bill, which is at the table when you work with 5-10 different providers. In our case, what genuinely makes us special, there's not a lot of companies who cover most of these pillars by itself. What I mean by that is that the technology is built in-house, and it's not just the payment processing, which is needed in order to, when you pay with your card, you need to connect with card schemes, with your merchant bank, with your bank, but also the payment gateway for online payments. We're integrated with POS systems, so for the physical payments. And as we hold the EMI license ourselves, we know all the steps you need to do in order to get there, and in order to get the EMI license or to become a principal member. So you can call us like a one-stop shop, so it's much easier to work with one provider than with 5-10 different ones. No pun intended. Everyone makes its own choice, and they definitely have their reasons for it. But usually people like to have this one conversation and build trust with one provider, rather than, it just takes less time, less effort, and it's tend to be more trustworthy. Because the thing is that technology is already there. Everyone is, especially in this conference, is providing some kind of payments technology. But the trust is what needs to be built. The technology is already built. So we do emphasize that as well. And most of our clients, actually, kind of drifting into your question, which I partially forgot already, but let me just continue. So most of our clients actually come by word of mouth. So it's really important in this competitive market ecosystem not to mess up. And I mean, I guess the track record shows.
And who are your customers? I mean, what?
Oh, hi. Yeah, right. Our customers are payment companies, financial institutions which want to provide payment services to clients. Yes.
Are we talking large institutions, smaller institutions, international tier one banks?
They can come as they are. They can come in smaller. They can come in big. We like them all, and we treat them all equally. You know what? I think often, let's say, okay, we're not one of the conglomerates of the world, which doesn't make us worse. The thing is that oftentimes with larger providers, they, again, pun not intended, but I guess it's going to sound like it. It tends, if you're a small customer and you need pretty much of just basic infrastructure, and you're just starting with your business, often the larger providers don't really care about it that much because they have their large customers, and which needs all the all the attitude and all the taking care of. So in our case, our sweet spot is small, medium size companies, smaller banks, neobanks. However, we have a larger bank as well in our portfolio. So again, back to your question, our customers, financial institutions, payment institutions with EMI license, or we can collaborate also with companies without an EMI license, as we can hold a license for them, and banks as well. So I hope that answers your question.
It does. Good.
So basically, guys, if you need payment technology, come to us, talk to us,
Yep.
and we're going to sort it out for you.
Okay, so I guess we can't call you banking as a service provider because you don't have a banking license, but it's payments as
Payment
a
technology
Yeah,
as a
okay.
service then.
Yeah. It's a payments as a service, I would say.
Yeah,
Right.
more like that.
Okay, good.
Payment
And-
technology as a service.
Okay, so and you said that you work with license institutions, with EMI licenses and payment service provider licenses. But what about the large institutions that don't have licenses? I mean, they might be looking for payments connectivity, SEPA payment infrastructure, things like this. Do you work with them, or do you exclusively focus on the licensed segment of the market?
We can also provide the payment institutions with the licensing for them as well in the European and the UK, under our own European and UK license.
Okay. Should we go to the digital euro rabbit hole?
What? That was not on my agenda.
There are a couple of things that we have buzzwords for. It's digital euro, it's AI, and we stay away from anything to do with crypto.
Yeah, or stable coins.
Or stable coins. But yes, no, digital euro, it's coming. I don't think there's any question.
So people
to that.
say, yeah.
Yes. What's your positioning on the digital euro?
Our technology can integrate with what is needed for digital, in order for our clients to operate with digital euro. Have we done it yet? No. It wouldn't take a lot of time, but the question is do our clients need it? We don't have such case as of now.
Yep.
But the readiness to provide operations within the digital euro is there. So
Yeah. I don't think
yeah.
any financial institution wants it, but the thing is that the ECB will say that we will have to do it. So so again, it's not going to be an optional thing to do, and that's why it's going to be a bit of a headache for a lot of especially the regulated institutions that are obliged to offer digital euro services. So again,
You said what I thought,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to say.
No, I mean, I've been working in a bank in the kind of lobbying part of this for a while, so it's quite clear what the position is of the financial industry is. But the kind of turning that around, because I think some of the financial institutions are starting to realize that now everybody will need to implement the digital euro. That also means that there is maybe some scale benefits to be had if we are able to kind of build once, reuse a lot of times across financial institutions. And it sounds like since you work with regulated institutions, you might be in a good position to offer these kind of mandatory digital euro pieces to the ones that are required to offer them in the end.
That's the thing with regulations. I mean, everyone is complaining. Of course, makes sense, but I think our just European market should use it as a competitive advantage. And companies as well. Yes, it's annoying things you need to do, but it's just you need to it's just basics. I think I really find it ridiculous to complain about something which you cannot avoid if you want to run a business. So sure, it's annoying, but that's the homework we need to do. And then in order to complain, be proud about it, and then talk to your customers, provide them with proactive advice, which works for us really well. Of course, I have to promote us a bit here, right? Well, that's why I'm here. Because while we hold our own EMI license, we go through all the regulatory demands and compliance challenges, let's call it like this. So our technology customers, or customers who are using our processing technology or payment gateway, we can guide them proactively, or say, you know what, maybe don't do this, don't go into this jurisdiction yet. First, you need to fix A, B, C, D. So yeah, and it works well.
We're running out of time yet again.
Yeah.
And this time we've got people wanting to get to lunch.
True.
Should we keep them back here for another 10 minutes?
Yes.
Let's discuss deep dive of digital euro and cryptocurrencies on blockchains.
Yeah.
No, it's been fantastic to have you here with us. If you wanted to leave one thought with everybody as you walk away, so that they remember and maybe contact you next week to discuss further, what would that be?
I think I already opened with a similar question. With a similar comment. Payments. If you want to provide payments to your customers, and it sounds to you tricky to go and collaborate with 5, 6, 10 different operators, and if you would like to have one-stop shop, not to be directed through orchestration layers, through A, B, C, D. If you want to have the transparency and probably some proactive guidelines, come to us. I cannot promise we're going to solve your challenge, but I'll promise we do our best to do so.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you for
Thank
joining.
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.